Well, good morning, YouTube. We are on day a lot out here at my buddy's place. I don't do this kind of stuff too often, but I definitely want to make a video on it because this would be the largest one I've ever done, and that's putting in an irrigation system. We have a little bit under 26,000 square foot of irrigation. One thing I want to start off with is find a good pipe supply company. So mine actually made me plans for my entire irrigation system. I gave them all their measurements of the entire perimeter of the project. I put in an in-ground holding tank. It's a little bit over 1,700 gallons. However, this made life very easy because they actually take some of the things I didn't even realize is you want to make sure you have the proper outflow of water. So when you have something like this, when your pump kicks on for the irrigation, it stays on, so it has the right amount of volume exiting to stay at the proper pressure to keep on running the pump, because those are not good to kick on, kick off, kick on, kick off. That's how you start going through motors and pumps. And so here's our entire system that we have so far. So in-ground tank, 1,700 gallons, a little bit above. This valve right here is for the actual inlet from the irrigation, and it is working off of a, what is it called? A floater. So as it comes up, it stops the inflow. So instead of all the valves being in one area, each valve, there's gonna be a valve over there, and then 5 more valves throughout the back running. So I guess these rainbirds are the more better ones. Again, I don't do this that often to really know. I was actually learning how to even work these and adjust them. Got a bunch of the heads. And here's our valves that we're gonna be using. So each one of these valves are gonna be stationed, 5 down there, then 1 over here. Went through 3 cans of paint. But we got everything, I got everything graded off beforehand. So we have proper drainage, no puddling, kind of make everything a little bit more gradual, not as sharp as elevation changes. Yeah, so that's what I got going on. I want to take a video of this project. I got a lot of trenching to do. Thankfully though, I got a buddy of mine, he had a trencher and he let me steal it from him. So snagged this little Bradco from him, and works great on the wheel loader. It doesn't have to be a skid steer, so wheel loader takes care of it really, really well. Definitely not going to do it with the excavator. It'd be a big mess out here if I did that with that. My smallest bucket is like 18 inches. It's on it right now. Hydraulic couplers are where it's at. If you guys ever think about getting equipment, just buy hydraulic couplers if you can. Trust me, it's money well spent. Set the pipes real quick. Yeah, I thought about buying a bigger wheel loader one time, but I just don't use them often enough. Well, like to their capabilities, full capability. Warren's got a new friend. So I'll be fine enough for right now. Okay, so I have a little bit of an issue to where these couplers are actually reversed for the trencher assembly, but they're the right way for my grapple, so I got to switch these around for when I turn on the constant flow. It's not a high flow, but it flows, but it's reverse, so you gotta get a rag. Of course, my other coupler was leaking, but they didn't have the right one, so I had to buy a reducer for it, but whatever. That was $75. Back down.
Thank goodness somehow I had all the tools I needed, because I've definitely been kind of half-butting it lately. Go down a little bit more. With the duff right around 12 inches right there, so. Alright, I just want to mention, alright, I'm not the best trencher guy. A wheel loader doesn't make it as easy because your steering is always kind of bleeding off one way or another, and when you pivot, you're angling the front end, then the rear end swings, then you angle it back in, and it's kind of hard to catch it. So, there's my trench line. That's trench line number one. I think it's okay. I tried kind of guiding it along the side here. I could have gotten a little bit closer, but you can see I got close down over there. I'm just trying not to make too much work for myself afterwards, because it's a lot easier just to dig out a little bit. So here's one head that's going to be going here. Just dig it, stub it out, and we're good. clearly I did a boo-boo. I hit my water line. Yeah. Almost done. By the time we get done today, it'll be ready to start setting in pipe tomorrow. So I do have 2 valves right there, but I'm just gonna hand dig it and then use this trench line to send in my next run to those heads over there instead of doing a whole nother trench line. There's no need to do that. And we'll go from there. I know I disappeared there for a little bit, but all the trench work is done. Oh man, I had to hand shovel all this stuff around the house, and I found my drainage lines. Didn't break anything over there, so I'm happy. I didn't hit no propane tank. Remarked where all my heads are going. I lost my blueprints for some reason. I don't know what I did with them. I don't know if they flew away or what, but it's fine. I have a photo of my phone, and I have another copy at home. I don't know what happened. I got sidetracked by something, but trench lines work is done. Start putting in the line here starting tomorrow. But I'm gonna connect my trailer. It's sitting out back, take it home with this girl. Trust me, that trailer itself is heavy enough for this thing. My buddy called me. He needs to tow his 080 tomorrow to another job, so we're gonna do that first thing in the morning. So I thought I was going to scoot out of here a little bit sooner, but it's already almost 5. So good 10-hour day. And yeah, we'll wrap it up here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll start off again first thing in the morning, see how it goes. Hey, well, good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. I think it is afternoon now. Yeah, well, almost 11:54. So it's been going a little bit slow rolling. See all this just trash fill these other people put in here beforehand. I wasn't here yet. However, I am changing it up a little bit because it wasn't going to work right with what I wanted to do, because here's our grass line right here. I trench line. I couldn't come all the way over, but at the same time, I should have put these in first before I did all this, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm getting the valve boxes back in here so they're off the grass, out of the way, and rocked around it, so they're going to stay clean, out of the way. You don't have to worry about losing that. Then the sprinkler head's going to be right in front of it. So I'm going to have a line going down, routing up to the valve, and then the valve kicking back out for this main line. Well, for this, I don't know, whatever it's called. But then we have our main line going throughout here. I already got those boxes put in. I got one more to put. Oops. Freaking eye boogers. Cool dirt. Right, boy? All right. Let's keep on getting back to dirt. I already broke my shovel, so I'm trying to not get stabbed by it or break it more, because I have a different truck and I left my other shovel in my other truck, so we'll get by with DeWalt here today. Yeah, you can see that big old crack right there. Be careful. Come on, you. Hop up in there real quick. I'll be right back, okay? Come on. Up, up. Come on. Get up there. Good boy. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit, all right? You be a good boy. I'll be back. All right, so I gotta go get a load of rock from down the road, get some 3/4 crush, so I can put in all my valve boxes to keep things not muddy. So it's not too far away. It's actually really convenient to have this right down the road from me. Small perks of job sites once in a great while. Alrighty, got my load of gravel. I have to dig in another box because I'm putting a drip system also, tying into a tree out there and then to a tree out there. Dig this box to put this drip system valve in with the filter and everything, and then I have a 30 psi regulator right here too for it, so we're gonna get that stubbed in. I still have to get more parts and figure out the distance I need for the rest of the line, because I am going to throw PVC because you don't want to bury the drip irrigation or the drip line, not the drip line, but that skinny tubing stuff underground, because you'll puncture it, leak it, or break it or something like that. So. Whew, that's another morning. I definitely completely forgot about the camera yesterday, but thankfully it didn't rain too much, just enough to tacky up the dirt, keep the dust down. Went back to the supply store, got a bunch more fittings and stuff for this 1.5-inch line because I had no fittings for it. So I already started tying a few gizmos in, well, those T's. Make sure I can pull this box out of the ground right now. So we got that valve for our drip system. That's tied into the main line. Valve, filter, and then just stubbed out for now. That's gonna 90. This is a 1 inch. That's gonna go to a 3/4 line and shoot down. So we have a tree that's gonna be going inside of the outside of the fence line over there by the boulder. And then another one by the house. I really don't remember if I said that or not yesterday. I haven't looked at any of the footage. Let's just keep on moving. I think we're on track. We're doing good. We're doing real well. Tonight is bottoms up, up, up. Damn. Days and Dukes. Tell me muscle every day. That's better. Yes, get down a little bit softer ground. I can fadangle it from there, boy. I forgot a bit right here. Yeah, I'll be all right. Just like to break up the ground below the pipe a little bit so it kind of nestles it in there. All right, I'm going to stab my hand with the shovel. Trying to swap it out. It's getting worse. Feast your eyes on a clean, shiny, brand spanking new shovel. Time to destroy it. Could have gone a little bit deeper here. This is gonna go real fast tomorrow. It's already almost 3 o'clock. It's odd how much time this type of stuff takes to do. Grease. Stupid. How did it get there? Ooh. Well, it's another morning here. We already kind of got a few things going. I actually have buddy Roger out there helping me out putting in the line. He's actually from the irrigation store. He offered to help, so I hired him out just to help me out because I had a little bit of help that was supposed to happen, but it kind of fell through. It was kind of a, you know, asking for a favor kind of a thing. I mean, not a free favor, but trying to get someone out here sooner than later. It didn't work out, sadly, but he's helped me out this weekend. It is Saturday. Hopefully have most of this line in. We did add a few things for some drip line irrigation that we need to add in too now, so we're adding a little bit of stuff to the list. But in the meantime, well, adding to the list, I have to trench line this driveway I built already. I'm gonna clear the gravel, well, the 3/4 crush out of the way so I don't mix it all up with the dirt down below. All right, let's make a mess here real quick, I guess. No, nowhere. Just skimming over the top.
You're not trying to dig too much, take enough.